to a new place is hard, I think, for anybody. But moving to a new place and losing your hair within the first month is a challenge. It's hard for me sometimes to open myself up, to make new friends. It's just, the normal questions like, hi, how are you, where do you live? It's like, well, how do I introduce myself, and how do I, open up to them about what I'm going through? I mean, there's no way to get around the fact that it's hard. When I was diagnosed, and when we moved here, and when I started chemotherapy and when I started radiation and all those things, I think as a parent, your first thought is, how is this going to affect my children? Their life won't be easy. But how can I help them cope with what is life for us right now? How can I help them? And going back to Gildas Club, Noogie Land has been a godsend for our family.
Whenever we say, it's time to go to Gildas Club, the kids just, basically, practically jump for joy. I mean, and it's all three of them too. So, we're a pretty wide age range. So that's a nice thing, a relieving thing, and we can come here and not worry about them.
I love my group, the wellness group on Wednesday nights. The people, there's so many different people that I've met, and different experiences and different places in their treatment, and I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to get so close to these people so quickly, but I have. When I think of Gildas Club, I think of the people that are inside of it, and I think of my group, and I think of all the, I can't wait to come and find out how everyone's doing, and I know that they really want to know how I'm doing too. Gildas Club is a place you come as you are, and that's her motto, and I knew I could come as I was, and it wasn't, I think chemotherapy and cancer, all those things can be really scary for many people, and they don't always want to see it, and that's okay. I mean, I understand that, but coming here, I could come to this place with my kids. We could participate in all the different events and the family and the happy things, but I could still be who I was and what I was going through. When we moved here, I didn't have a community, and when I came to Gildas Club, my community was already in place. It was all right here. I don't have to worry about explaining myself here at Gildas Club. I don't have to worry about when am I going to bring up the C word, or when am I going to talk about the fact, when people ask me how am I think they really, how are you, Barb? I think they really want to know, if I'm having a hard time with chemo, or if my bones are sore from radiation, and I mention that, I think it's an okay place to say that. And sometimes, when you're at the PTA meeting, it might not be the place to say that.
The first time I came in to Gildas Club, I remember it as being just a very comfortable place to be, and with people that were friendly and interested in hearing what I had to say, and interested in being heard and sharing their stories, and it really wasn't at all like what I expected.
I remember the first time I walked in these doors. I had just gotten chemo on a Monday, and it was Wednesday, and I was coming for the new member meeting. And I walked in, and I walked into the living room, and it was so comfortable, and they understood how I felt. I am so glad that I found this place. There's so many things, so many conversations that I can recall, and so many times I've walked in here and someone had downloaded this lecture by so-and-so and given it to me, and oh, here's this great book, and you know, just all the wonderful things about Gildas Club. Okay, so that was in between chemo and radiation. Wait, no, I'd started radiation. I'd been in radiation maybe a week or so, 2 weeks. I think I was just starting to get burned. And I just found out that I did not have the gene mutation. I'd done the blood work to see if I had the gene mutation, the breast cancer gene mutation, BRCA1 and 2, and I did not. So that's where I was at then. And now I wear the scarf around my neck because it's so bloody cold. And I have hair, and I don't feel quite as puffy. I still, you know, I gained a ton of weight last year, but because of the treatment and other things, and but I feel better, and every day I feel better and better.